And because it's automatic, the order gets completed by itself, whether you're working on something else, sleeping, or even on vacation. Hello everyone! Welcome to Our Business with Ness. I'm Ness and I'm a children's book illustrator and Etsy shop owner. In my first Etsy video a few weeks back, I talked about the basics. I will leave a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. But in this video, I'm going a little bit deeper into specifically digital downloads. After I mentioned it in my last video, I got a lot of questions about it. I myself have a digital downloads only Etsy shop that I started early 2020, and it's really been going very well. My shop, The Digital Siren, sells digital planners and digital planner stickers. And as of filming this video, I have over 2,600 sales and over $18,000 of revenue. But most of all, what I really enjoy about having a digital downloads store is that it is fairly low maintenance and mostly just makes me a side income in the background while I'm free to work on other things such as my children's books contracts. So if that's something that interests you too, keep watching to learn all about it. But right before we start, if you too are passionate about making a living with your art and you'd like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell. The bell sends you a notification every time that I upload a new video, and this way you're sure that you won't miss any of the advice. Alright, let's get started. First of all, what are digital downloads? On Etsy, you can sell physical product, of course, but you can also sell digital products. These are a digital file that customers can either print themselves at home or use as is in digital form. There are so many possibilities like printable wall art, printable cards and invites, templates, digital planners, resources, etc. When you're creating a new listing on Etsy, if you select digital product, then you can actually upload your final file directly into the Etsy listing. So when a customer purchases this listing, they will be given immediate access to download their product. This means that the customer needs absolutely no input from you to get access to their product. And the order gets completed by itself, whether you're working on something else, sleeping, or even on vacation. So whereas for physical product, you have to actually create, package, and ship the product every time that you get a new order, which continually takes more time for you to keep running. For digital products, you do the work once upfront, and then you can keep selling this product forever without any more work on your part. Whether that product ends up selling one time or 1,000 times, it doesn't actually cost you any more of your time or materials in order to fulfill those orders. If you're interested but a bit unsure about what kind of digital product you could create, I actually have a free guide that might help you. It's called 101 Etsy Product Ideas for Artists, and it has a whole section for just digital downloads. This section alone offers no less than 30 suggestions of digital products that you could create for your shop, and each one of those suggestions links to a successful example on Etsy to give you some additional inspiration. This guide is completely free, and I will leave the link for you to download that in the description below. Next, how can I make digital downloads? This, of course, depends on what kind of digital product you're going to be creating, but in general, it's surprisingly easy to learn how to make those things. There are a lot of resources available online nowadays, such as tutorials, YouTube videos, or even online classes that can teach you how to make these products. First, I suggest to do a little bit of research. Go to Etsy and type in some keywords in search to find out what kind of products are being made in your niche. For printable wall art, for instance, what kind of formats are they offering? What kind of sizes are they offering? It's also a great idea to purchase one or two of these products yourself just to see how it's made, the presentation, how it handles, how the whole experience looks like. Of course, don't copy exactly what they're doing, but it's nice to see how successful sellers are doing it so you can see what kind of methods the customers are expecting and if you can even improve on those methods. And next, look up some information or tutorials online to make sure that you know exactly how to create your product. You may need to use some new programs or apps that you haven't used before, so step-by-step instructions are actually very useful and they're readily available, so why not? So to give you an example, when I decided that I wanted to make digital stickers, I did a lot of research on Etsy itself, and I also watched a lot of YouTube videos. I learned that most of the customers use an app called GoodNotes, so it's really good to offer a GoodNotes file format in addition to the usual PNG. This kind of details is really what makes a difference with your customer, because if your product is really nice and pleasant and smooth to use, then the customers are going to keep coming back for more. Next, let's discuss online storage. When you have a digital download shop, sooner or later you're going to run into this issue. Etsy has some pretty strict restrictions for the kind of files that you're allowed to upload to your listing. You're only allowed up to 5 files maximum, and in total, they must not exceed 20 megabytes. Now, my sticker kits are minimum 10 stickers, and my planners, all of them are over 20 megabytes. So how do I get around that? For the number of files, that's pretty easy because you can just put them all together in a single zip file. There's a lot of different free apps that you can use to do this, and you can even use an online free service such as easyzip.com. I will leave the link to that in the description if you want to look it out. Now, for the file size, if your zip exceeds 20 megabytes, then I suggest to use some third-party cloud storage outside of Etsy. There are many different to choose from, such as Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, etc. Personally, I use Microsoft OneDrive and it's really been going well. All of these services have a free basic plan that usually gives you around 5 gigabytes of space, and then you can easily upgrade for $1 or $2 a month to get hundreds of gigabytes of space. It's super affordable. Once you've uploaded your file to your cloud storage, you can use the share setting to create a download link. Everyone you give this link to will be able to download your file. The last step is to create a little page like this on Microsoft Word or a similar app. It just says, "Thank you for purchasing, you can go download your product here." I select the text and create a hyperlink with my product link, and voila! When people click on this, it'll take them directly to their product. On apps like Word, you can then save this as a PDF file. This is a format that keeps the hyperlink. So when you're creating your listing on Etsy, you can upload this PDF instead of your actual product. It's a very simple workaround. It's very easy for clients to get their hands on their product this way. So it's really a nice way that works well for everybody. We have one more thing to cover: how to actually sell digital products. Right before we jump into that, I would love to know, are you interested in creating some digital products yourself? If so, anything in particular? Go in the comments right now and let me know. The last thing I want to talk to you about are some marketing strategies that are specific to digital download products. If you recall, in my Etsy Basics video, I explained that the basis of marketing is basically just finding out who your ideal customer is, and especially where they are, and then bringing them into your circle. I also mentioned that an email list or a Facebook group are both excellent ways to bring people into your circle. But growing an email list can be really tough. People won't sign up just because. You have to give them an incentive. But with digital downloads, there's a very easy way that you can give them an incentive. You can simply give them a free product in exchange for signing up. You couldn't really do that with the physical products because it would cost you in materials and in shipping just to send out a freebie. But with digital products, you can do that because it doesn't cost you anything to offer a freebie, and it's very attractive for the customer. They get to try out your product for free and see for themselves how amazing it is. And you get access to their email inbox so you can keep sending them offers in the future. Personally, freebies have worked so well to grow my business that I now offer a monthly freebie program. Every single month, I create a new free sticker kit to give to my email list subscribers. It really keeps them engaged and keeps them from unsubscribing. They want to stay on because they want to keep receiving the freebies. And I make so many sales from my email list that it's more than worth the time to create one free sticker kit per month. Another great marketing tactics that has worked wonders for my shop is to create an early bird sale whenever I have a new product launching. How it works is that whenever I have a new product launching, for the first 4 or 5 days that it's released, I offer a crazy big discount, like 40% off. The only reason that I can afford to offer such a big discount is because it's digital product, so I don't lose any money on materials. So all of the people on my mailing list and in my Facebook group hurry up to get those products in the first few days that they release so they can take advantage of this big discount. And in return, this gives me a really big boost in the Etsy algorithm, because how Etsy works is when a product sells a lot, Etsy starts showing it more in search. So this is another really great win-win situation. My best fans get to get their hands on this product at a really good deal. And on my side, I get a really big boost on these products right off the gate, so they start showing up like crazy in Etsy shirt and brings me a lot of customers that will then buy these products at full price. This is the exact winning strategy that has made me more than $16,000 in my first year in business. So this is it. These are my top tips for starting a digital download store on Etsy and my secret strategies to sell these products like hotcakes. If you too would like to start your own digital download shops on Etsy, then don't forget to grab your free guide in the description below. I still have many things to tell you about Etsy. It's a huge topic, so I will definitely make many more videos on this in the future. So if you have anything in particular about Etsy that you would like me to cover, don't hesitate to go in the comments and let me know. I will definitely take note of it and remember it when it's time to talk about Etsy again. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help our small channel grow. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in next week's video. Bye bye!